everyone, welcome back to Connect to Learn. I'm your instructor Mukta Singh, and today we are diving into a super important part of English that can really level up your writing and speaking skills, and that is different types of sentences. Think about it. Every time we speak or write, we are using a sentence to share what's on our mind. But did you know that not all the sentences are the same? That's right. There are four main types of sentences, each with its own job. And by the end of the video, you will be able to recognize each one and knowing when to use them. So whether you're telling a story, asking a question, giving a command, or just making an exciting statement, we have got you covered. So let's begin with the lesson, and for that, I'm going to share my screen with you. All right. So now we already know that there are four types of sentences which we can use in writing or in our conversation. Now, here's a question for you. Do you know what a sentence needs to be complete? Yes. So think and tell me what's your answer. All right. So let me tell you. So the answer is punctuation marks. So the different types of sentences, they use different punctuation marks at the end. And while writing, they play a very important role in determining that what kind of sentence we are intending to write. So the first type of sentence we have is declarative. And what are declarative sentences? So these sentences, they tell the readers something. So when you want to say something or you want to share an information, you want to state a fact or give details, then we use these kind of sentences which are called declarative sentences. Example, Mary has a cat. The dog is barking outside. I love reading books in my free time. Tomorrow is my friend's birthday. Now, please notice that all of these sentences, they end with a period, a full stop. All right, so that's the rule. Whenever you're writing a declarative sentence, the sentence will end with a period. All right, let's move on to the next type of sentence, which is imperative. Now, what are imperative sentences? So these kind of sentences are used to give a command. When we tell somebody to do something, for example, in your school, when your teacher asks you to do something, or when your parents tell you to do something. So these kind of sentences are used when people are asking us to do something, or making a request, or reminding us to do something. For example, in sentences like, give me that ball, please pass the salt, sit down and pay attention, close the door when you leave. Now notice that all of these sentences, they are beginning with a imperative verb, which tells us to do something. Now, imperative sentence, they end with a period, but they can also end with an exclamation mark when you're saying it strongly. So for example, if I write, here, let me give you an example on the screen. Listen carefully. Now, this is an imperative sentence and it's asking us to do something. But if I add an exclamation mark here, so the sentence will come out like, listen carefully. So I'm saying it strongly. I want you to pay all the attention to me. All right. So it's a strong command for you to follow. All right. Let's move on to the next type of sentence, which is exclamatory sentence. And these kind of sentences are used when we want to express great emotion. The emotion can be joy, surprise, anger. And how do we write these sentences? So these sentences, they end with an exclamation mark. All right. So now let's see some examples. This day is wonderful. What a beautiful day. I can't believe we won. That's incredible. So these sentences, they express some emotions, right? So how do we show our emotions while writing in the sentences? These are just words. So this job is done by the exclamation point. All right. So this is a very important thing to remember whenever you want to show an show or express an emotion in the sentence. Do not forget to add exclamation point at the end of a sentence. Let's move on to interrogative sentence. So these sentences are used when we want to ask a question. So these are question sentences. So imagine yourself that you are a detective and you want to inquire, you're curious, you want to get more information. So you use question sentences. All right. So let's see some examples. Do you have a pencil? What time does the movie start? Are you coming to the party? How many books do you have? So all of these question sentences, they end with a question mark. All right. So now do you understand that how different types of punctuation marks help us to determine that what kind of sentence we are reading? Now we move on to the quiz time. All right. So the question for you is, which type of sentence asks a question and uses a question mark? What is your answer? Yes, interrogative sentences. Next, which type of sentence tells someone to do something? Think. Yes, imperative sentences. Which type of sentence shows great feeling and uses an exclamation point? Exclamatory sentences. All right. And the last one, which type of sentence they state something, they share information, or they tell us something? They are declarative sentences. All right, well done, guys. Now let's move on to the next part of the quiz. And here you will read the sentence and tell me that what kind of sentence is this. All right. So the first sentence for you is, please give me the pencil. So think, what is this sentence telling us? Is this asking a question, or is it sharing an information, telling us something, or asking us to do something, or showing any emotion? What's your answer? Yes, this is an imperative sentence. Next, can I have a cookie? Question mark. All right, so this is an interrogative sentence. Next is, I love that puppy so much. And it ends with an exclamation point. So what is this? You're right. This is an exclamatory sentence. That is a red and white ball. Correct. This is a declarative sentence. Can I play soccer with you? Question mark. Yes, this is an interrogative sentence asking us a question. It is snowing outside. Shows emotion. Yes, so this is an exclamatory sentence. Please stand over there. Imperative sentence. She is holding a little doll. Full stop. Declarative sentence. Do you like that game? Question mark. Correct. This is an interrogative sentence asking us question. All right, so now we are here and we have practiced different types of sentences. We have learned their details, their features, and I'm sure that whenever you come across different types of sentences having different punctuation marks, you will be able to easily identify them according to their type. So we'll meet again in one more video with one more new topic. Till then, keep learning and take care of yourself.